Hello students, welcome back to our video. So in the last video we discussed about how to prepare the simple petty cash book. So there are two methods for preparation of the petty cash book. First one was simple petty cash book and second one is petty cash book on impressed system. So now let's discuss how to prepare the petty cash book on impressed system. So in this type of petty cash book, a fixed amount is given at the beginning of the fixed period. So in this petty cash book on impressed system, a fixed amount is given at the beginning of the fixed period. For example, every month or fortnight. Fortnight means every 15 days. By the chef cashier in the petty cashier. Petty cashier makes the payment for the various expenses from the amount so received and keeps the record of such expenses. At the end of the fixed period, the petty cashier gives the details of the expenses made by him to the main cashier. The main cashier provides cash equal to the amount spent by the petty cashier at the beginning of the next period, so that again the pre-decided fixed balance remains with the petty cashier at the beginning of the next period. In this type of system, a fixed amount is maintained at the beginning of each period, and so it is known as impressed system of petty cash book. Let's understand how the meaning of impressed system of petty cash book. So here, for example, example is given. For example, illustration 9. In the last video, the example that we discussed for how to prepare the petty cash book. So that was illustration 9. So here it is written, illustration 9. If the petty cash book is maintained as per the impressed petty cash book system, then it means that the cash impressed of rupees 5,000 is required to be maintained because on 1st September the petty cash balance is rupees 3,500 and 1,500 is given to petty cashier by chef cashier. The petty cashier has paid expenses of rupees 4,650 up to the date 15 September 2015 and the cash balance is rupees 350 as on the date 15 September 2015. Therefore, at the beginning of the new period, that is date 16th September 2015, rupees 350 will be recorded as balance brought forward and the chef cashier will give rupees 4,650, that is amount spent by the petty cashier between the date 1st September to 15th September to the petty cashier. Thus, the petty cashier will have petty cash balance of rupees 5,000 at the beginning of the new period, that is date 16 September 2015. Got it? But now let's discuss how to prepare the petty cash book on impressed system with the help of an illustration. So here illustration 10 is given. The following information has been obtained in respect of the petty cash book maintained as per the petty cash book on impressed system for the month ending on date 31st March 2015. From this information, pass the journal entries as chef cashier. So you have to pass the journal entry. So carriage was for rupees 100, miscellaneous expenses rupees 50 is given, tea refreshment expenses rupees 50, stationery expenses rupees 90 and the postage expenses of rupees 60. So you have to pass the journal entry. So you all know that the rule, debit all the expenses. So first of all, make the format of journal entry, journal book. First column would be the date, particulars, LF number, debit, credit. So you all know all the expenses are always debited. So carriage, miscellaneous expenses, tea refreshment expenses, stationery expenses, postage expenses would be debited. So debit all these expenses to petty cashier account. You have to total it, that is 350. Narration would be being the particulars of expenses paid as per the petty cash book. So these are the expenses paid by the petty cashier. Then second entry would be the petty cashier account debit to cash account, because cash is given to petty cashier, therefore cash would be decreasing, so petty cashier account would be debited to cash account will be credited. Rupees 350. Got it? This is how you have to pass the journal entries. If any, like, you have to told you to pass the journal entries on the petty cash book impressed system. Got it? Now let's discuss another example, full example, that is illustration 11. From the following transactions, prepare petty cash book of Sri Darshan by on impressed system. So you have to first of all make the format for petty cash book. You all know how to prepare the petty cash book format. First column would be the receipt, then date, particulars, voucher number, total amount paid, then particulars of various expenses would include postage, stationery, tea, refreshment, carriage and other miscellaneous expenses. Then LF number column and the personal account in the ledger Okay? So now here illustration is given. You have told you to prepare the petty cash book of Sri Darshan Bhai on the impress system. So here the transactions are made, petty expenses are paid in the month of March 2015. So on 1st March it says cash received from the chief cashier of rupees 4,000. So chief cashier, the main cashier gave rupees 4,000 to the petty cashier. Okay, so you all know that any opening balance of the petty cash book, and if any cash we received from the chief cashier or main cashier is recorded in the receipt column. So here you have to write 2015, write down the year 2015, March 4,000, write the date first, to chef cashier's account. You have to, in particulars you have to show to chef cashier's account. Got it? Okay. Then next one is 3rd March. Rupees 120 was paid for the carriage. So write the date 3rd March by carriage expenses account. By carriage expenses account. 120 is recorded. It's shown is the in the column of total amount paid, and 120 is again shown in the carriage column. Got it? 120. Then 5th March is rupees 130 was paid for the miscellaneous expenses. So write the date 5th March by miscellaneous expenses account. 130 again would be shown in the total amount paid, and 130 separately in the other miscellaneous expenses column. The next one is 7th March, rupees 500 was paid to Arpit as advance salary. So, and you all know that anything salary paid to the person, then it is recorded in the personal account in the ledger. So write the date 7th March by Arpit's account. 500 would be shown in the total amount paid, and 500 would be shown in the personal account in the ledger. Then 10th March, rupees 100 was paid for the postage expenses. So write the date 10th March by postage expenses account. 100 would be shown in the total amount paid, and 100 would be shown again in the postage column separately, like this. Then 12th March, rupees 250 was paid for the printing of bill book. So 12th March by stationery expenses. Bill book is a type of printing, is a stationery expense. So by stationery expense, in bracket you have to write bill book printing. So 250 will be shown in the total amount paid column, and 250 will be shown again in the stationery column separately, because printing is a type of stationery expense. Then 15th March, rupees 100 was paid for tea refreshment, and rupees 100 was paid for the stationery expenses. So 15th March by tea refreshment and stationery expenses account, you have to first of all add 100 plus 100 would become 200. So you have to write 200 in the total amount paid, and you have to show 100 for the stationery column separately and 100 in the column of tea and refreshment column. Got it? The next one is 18th March, rupees 100 was paid for the miscellaneous expenses. So write the date 18th March. By miscellaneous expenses, 100 would be shown in the total amount paid column and 100 would be shown again in the other miscellaneous expenses column in separately. Then next one is 23 March, rupees 100 was paid for the carriage and rupees 150 was paid for the stationery. So 23, write the date. By carriage and stationery expense account, total both 100 plus 150 would become 250. So 250 would be shown in the total paid amount, but 150 would be separately shown for the stationery expense in the stationery column, and 100 would be shown in the carriage column separately. Then 28th March, rupees 50 was paid for the postal stamps. So write the date 28th March. By postage expenses account, 50 would be shown in the total amount paid column and 50 would be shown in the postage column separately. Then 29th March, rupees 120 was paid for carriage and 80 for the tea refreshments. So write the date 29th March. By carriage and tea refreshments account, add the both amount, that is 120 plus 80 would become 200. 80 would be shown separately for the tea and refreshment expense in the tea and refreshment column, and 120 would be shown separately in the carriage amount column. Got it? And at the last, one line is given that the petty cashier is given cash at the beginning and the end of the month. So now we are done with the passing entries for all the transactions, for all the expenses. So total all the columns. Got it? And now you have to total the 4,000 also. Now out of 4,000 is larger or 1,900 is larger? So obviously 4,000 is larger. Therefore you have to write first of all 4,000 in both the column, same amount. Now you have to minus 1,900 minus 4,000. You will get 2,100. So that amount will be written here like this. And that would be considered as, write the date 31st March. By balance carried forward. 2,100 is considered as by balance carried forward. Correct? Now for the next month, for the April month, you have to show 2,100 and 1,900. April 1st, by balance brought forward. 2,100 is, you have to show by balance brought forward, and 1,900 is to chef cashier. Got it? Because this petty cash book we have prepared on the impressed system. So you have to show the to chef cashier at the end of the petty cash book preparation. Got it? Okay. So this is very simple. Preparing petty cash book is very, very, very simple, and it is very easy. So with this, now we are done with the topic of petty cash book, and we are also done with this chapter number 7. Now after here, like additional illustrations for the 3 columnar cash book is given. So I want you guys to try these examples by yourself and try to solve and try to make the 3 columnar cash book by yourself. It is very simple, it is not very hard. So I want you guys to solve these examples. 2 examples are given. So I want you guys to solve these 2 examples, and also try to solve the textbook exercise questions. All the questions are provided. So I want you guys to try to solve these questions, and if you have any questions or any doubts, please feel free to comment below the video. So from the next video we would be starting with the new chapter, that is chapter number 8, journal proper. So please, if you have any questions, please please feel free to comment below the video. Thank you.